Victor Echo 1, Juliet Bravo Lima, testing on the VT1 AMH 1 JBL.
Victor Echo 9, Charlie Golf Lima, listening. It's passing, you're passing 5 on 5.
VE1 Charlie Golf Lima, VE1 JBL. Very good. Thank you very much for the reply there. Just getting on air here and lining things up for the net. So we should be on in about 6 minutes. Thank you. VE1 JBL.
VE1DC testing.
VE1 DC, VE1 JBL. You're sounding good there, Tom.
Okay, thanks, Jim. Appreciate it. Just trying to see how many birds I got there. VE1 JBL, VE1 DC.
Yep, roger that. Nope, sounding good there. We'll be on about 5 minutes.
Roger, roger.
A very good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Maritime Fusion Net for April the 14th, 2021. Before we get started, do we have any emergency or priority traffic for the net? Nothing heard. This is VE1JBL. My name is Jim, and I'll be your net controller for tonight's net. This net meets every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Atlantic Time in the CQ Maritimes Room 60207. The net is open to all amateurs in the Maritime provinces and is scheduled for 1 hour, but we all know it usually goes for about an hour and a half. The net is also streaming live on YouTube with Rob. Just type in Rob, VE1RMJ, so that everyone can follow the net and participate in the chat room. Amateurs will be called in by province. When you check in, give us your call sign using proper phonetics. After all maritime stations are called in, stations from outside the area will get a chance to check in. A reminder, due to a delay in the system, key up for a second or two before transmitting and keep the PTT button on for a second or two after your transmission has finished. Right? Okay, before we get started, do we have any announcements for the net? Anybody with any announcements? Come on in. Nothing heard. I see we got 21 nodes in here tonight there, so it looks like it's going to be a good net here. So anyways, good evening, everyone. Let's call in short time stations. So any stations that want to get away early or maybe mobile stations too. So if we get any mobile stations or short on time stations, come on in.
Victor Yankee 2, Golf Foxtrot. Victor Echo 1, Bravo India Charlie. Charlie Golf Lima. Victor Echo 9, Charlie Golf Lima.
Victor Echo 9er, Foxtrot Charlie Soft Bicycle Mobile. Golf Charlie Sierra Portable.
Victor Echo 9, Alpha India, VE9 AI. Victor Echo 9, Mike Tango, Victor. Victor Echo 9, Whiskey Charlie Lima.
Victor Echo 9, Golf Charlie.
Victor Echo 9, Lima Echo November. Victor Echo 9, Bravo Oscar Foxtrot.
Okay, I got quite a list there. Everybody must want to get out early and enjoy the sunshine here. I have so far VY2 Golf Foxtrot, VE1 BIC, VE9 CGL, VE9 FCP Mobile, VE9 CAM, VE9 GCS, VE9 Alpha India, VE9 Mike Tango Victor, VE9 WCL, VE9 Golf Charlie, VE9 LEN, VE9 BOF. Anybody else on short time?
Victor Echo 9, Papa Alpha Lima. Charlie. Victor Echo 9, Charlie Uniform Bravo on handheld.
Okay, let's go with that group here. We'll go to the top of the list here. I know Francis is out bicycle mobile here, so I'm going to bring Francis in first. VE9 FCP, VE1 JBL. Come on in, Francis.
VE1 JBL for the Maritime Fusion net from VE9 FCP Bicycle Mobile. Good evening to you, Jim, and good evening to everyone on the Fusion net this evening. Thank you for taking us in. We're out Bicycle Mobile and trying to enjoy some of this nice weather we have. But had to kind of pass the usual NB trail. There's snow down there, and it's too soft. Didn't want to take your chance. Maybe another couple of weeks or something. Thanks very much for doing the net and taking us in. Wish you a great day. We'll stay 7-3 for now. VE1 JCL from VE9 FCB. Behind BAT Speeder and Bathers.
VE9 FCP Bicycle Mobile, VE1 JBL. Very good, Francis. Good on everything there. We lost a little bit of your transmission there, but we did get most of it there. And it's a little soft, I think, where you're driving there. And give it a couple more weeks and things will get better there. So you're coming through the Bathurst here. So very good. Have yourself a great evening there. Enjoy the ride. And we'll be talking to you down the log, 7-3 for now. Okay, top of the list, VY2GF, VE1 JBL. Come on in, George.
Well, good evening, Jim, and everybody in the net. I'm coming through Charlottetown. Well, interesting last couple of days. I was doing preliminary screening at COVID vaccination site. I'm a Red Cross volunteer, and when people arrive, we check them off a list and ask them if they've got any symptoms of anything, and have they been in contact with people with COVID, and have they traveled outside of Prince Edward Island. So kind of interesting, and what's kind of heartening is most people are there because they say they have to do their part. So I hope everybody's a good week, and we look forward to the net next Wednesday evening, Victor Yankee 2 Golf Foxtrot.
VY2GF, VE1 JBL. Okay, very good, George. Yep, good on everything there, and good on the COVID testing there. So, yep, it's always good, and glad you're doing that for sure there. 7-3. Have yourself a great week there, and we'll probably hear you here next week on the net there. Into Amherst, VE1 VIC, VE1 JBL. Go ahead, Ron.
Yeah, VE1 JBL and the Fusion Net. Good evening, Jim. Thanks for taking me in there in short time. Yeah, I'm doing some work here, and I'm dubbing some vinyl records, the old-fashioned vinyl for the Bluegrass show this week. And if I transmit in the middle of that, it'll probably leak into the preamp, and I don't want to be messing up my recording. So I'll have it on in the background here, but I just wanted to check in early. And thanks for doing the net there, Jim. We'll check with you later. In Amherst, VE1, Bravo India Charlie. 7-3.
Yeah, okay, very good, Ron. VE1 VIC, VE1 JBL at CFTA Studios in Amherst. So thanks very much for coming in there, and we know you're listening in the background there. Have yourself a great evening there. Enjoy the bluegrass there. Let's go to Jermaine, VE9 CGL. Very good evening, Jermaine.
Good evening, Jim, and everybody else on the Maritime Fusion net tonight. I just want to put my name in your list, and thanks for making the net. And 7-3 for all around from VE9 Charlie Golf Lima.
VE9 Charlie Golf Lima, VE1 JBL. Very good, Jermaine. Thanks very much for coming in there tonight. Do appreciate it there from St. Andre. And thanks for the check before the net started there. Appreciate that. Have yourself a great week there. 7-3 for now. Let's go up to Moncton. No, it's going to Shittiac. VE9 CAM, VE1 JBL. Good morning, Cam. Okay, maybe he had something to do there. We'll carry on here. Ross, VE9 GCS in Moncton. Come on in.
Yeah, good evening, Jim, and all others on the Fusion Net, VE1JBL from VE9GCS. No road traffic, just to check in. Gotta go out back and do some cleaning up there while we still got some sunshine, and it's above freezing. Have a good net, 7-3. Everybody stay safe from VE9GCS.
Yeah, okay, very good, Ross. Thanks very much for coming in there tonight as always, and good to have you on board there. 7-3 for now. Let's go up to Fredericton. Gary, VE9AI, VE1JBL. Come on in.
VE1JBL net control, VE9AI, Gary and Fredericton to the Fredericton repeater. Thought I better get in here expecting a call that might be long-winded, so better get in here early, and doing a great job on the net tonight, Jim, as does all the net controllers on this net. Nothing to add, nice warm day, down working on my son's deck, replacing some planks, and as usual, you always find more, so I got another load to take down tomorrow and finish up. Anyway, not much else, I guess, and we'll say good evening to one and all. Everybody have a great week, and got my COVID shot, so I'm all good to go. Back to you, Jim, VE9AI.
VE9AI, VE1JBL. Very good, very good on everything there, and good on the construction. And yeah, there's always more boards, that's for sure. When you start taking them apart, you always find more. And good on your shot. Yeah, I got mine a couple weeks ago there, so we're good to go here too. My wife is still looking, and they're all kinds down in Furl. She's all kinds of openings down in Furl, but nothing in Amherst. So I don't know if she's going to decide to go down there or not. But anyways, she's still looking there. Thanks for coming in here. Have yourself a great week there. Mike, VE9 Mike Tango Victor up in Irishtown, VE1JBL, come on in.
Yeah, VE1 JBL and the Maritime Fusion at Victor 9 Mike Tango Victor. Good evening, Jim. Thanks for taking it from Robert there. And hi to everybody on the net. Yeah, at the first part of the net there, I was on my node, and I noticed that the Moncton Fusion wasn't on, so I called Cam, and he brought it back to the Secret Maritime room. That's just a reminder to everybody that when you do take it off the Secret Maritime room, be sure when you're done that you place it back to where it's supposed to go. Otherwise, it might take an hour before it comes back, so just a reminder to everybody. Go to ID first and say what you're going to do, and after that, when you're done, bring it back to where it was. Moncton is on the CQ Maritime room as a default, so you should be left there when you're done. Other than that, start of the day was kind of gloomy, but the sun came out there in the afternoon, and it warmed up a little bit, but the wind was still cool, though. Still cold wind there. So anyway, hopefully it'll warm up and get some antenna work done and yard work done and all that. So back to you, Jim. Have a good net. Thanks for calling me in. Thanks for doing the net. And hi to everybody that's going to join the net. 7-3. VE1JBL, VE9MTV.
Yeah, okay, very good, Mike. And yeah, when I sent that notice out there this morning, they're trying to remind everybody that unless you know how to put the links up and unless you know how to take them down, don't use the system. But anyways, yeah, and that's a problem. They link in and then they don't know how to get linked out, and then it just stays on there. So anyways, it's a learning curve like everything else. But anyways, we try to do the best we can. Thanks, Mike, for coming in, and have yourself a great evening there. Let's go down to Shediac. Wayne, VE9 WCL, VE1 JBL. Come on in, Wayne.
There. Now I'm on digital. Well, I got no traffic. I just want to put a P in the pot. And other than that, I want to say 7-3 to everybody that can hear me.
And other than that, like I said, I got no traffic. I had some traffic in the closet just today. Anyway, I'm done and I'm happy. And I'll be monitoring. This is Victor Egg9, 1 Whiskey, Charlie Lima. VE9 WCL, VE1 JBL. Okay, very good, Wayne. Thanks very much for taking part tonight from Shediac. Always appreciated there. And have yourself a great evening. Now, let's go to Notre Dame, VE9 Golf Charlie, VE1 JBL. Good evening, Gordon.
VE1 JBL with the Fusion Net, VE9 GC. Good evening there, Jim, and all the frequency. Gordon here in Notre Dame. It's a beautiful sunny evening. Temperatures dropped down to about plus 4 at the moment, but not too bad. And I have to offer my apologies. I was late coming into the thing and didn't realize you were calling for short timers. I heard all the VE9s. I said, oh, must be our turn. So with that, Jim, I'll turn it back to you so that we can get back to the people that do need to get out of here. VE1 JBL, VE9 GC.
Yeah, okay, very good, Gordon. Yeah, check on that. I think a lot of the VE9s that came in here were thinking that I was calling in New Brunswick and not just short-time stations. But anyways, that's all right. That's all right. We're going to get it. We're going to get them all in sooner or later anyway, so we might as well do it now. Thanks, Gordon, for coming in. Have yourself a great evening there. Let's go to Lynn. I think he's in Shediac too, if I'm not mistaken. VE9 LEN, VE1 JBL. Come on in.
Yeah, VE1 JBL. Good evening to you there, Jim, and to everybody else on frequency. This is Victor Equinine, Lima Echo November. Yeah, we're located in Shediac, almost a rock throw away from WCL, or Wayne. And anyway, not much to report from here. I just wanted to get in here early and I want to go watch the hockey game, so I don't think I'll be sticking around very longer. So I want to go get settled downstairs to see the hockey game. So thanks for calling me in, and we'll see 7 trees all around. And hopefully we'll have nice weather tomorrow, so we'll be outside doing a little bit of work. So 7 trees, and back to you there, Jim. Thanks for calling me in. Victor Equinine, Lima Echo November, we're clear.
Yeah, okay, very good, Lynn. Good on everything. Good on the hockey game. Are the Habs playing tonight?
Yes, we're playing at 8 o'clock.
Very good, very good. Okay, we'll catch that after the net here. Thanks, Lynn, for coming in. Have yourself a great evening there. Okay, let's go to Pembroke Bob, VE9 BOF, VE1 JBL.
VE1 JBL in the Fusion Net. This is VE9 BOF. Good evening, Jim, and all who are listening on the net tonight. No further traffic, and that's it for us. We're clear.
VE9 BOF, VE1 JBL. Okay, very good, Bob. Thanks very much for coming in. Short and sweet. Have yourself a great evening there. 7-3 for now. Let's go down to Truro. Doug, VE1 DC, VE1 JBL. Come on in. Or Tom, VE1 DC, VE1 JBL.
VE1 JBL, VE1 DC. That's okay, Jim. Doesn't matter what you call me, as long as you don't call me late. You can let your XYL know that Truro's moving pretty quick with the shots down here. XYL, my XYL was in today and got hers, and in and out, no lineup, nothing. Everything went right smoothly, so they're moving along really good down here. So if your XYL is interested, this will be the place to go to get it, I guess. Anyhow, nothing else here. You had a nice sunny day, but that wind was cold. Oh my gosh. Maybe it'll be warmer tomorrow. It's supposed to go up to 12. 7-3, have a good net, and good evening, doll. VE1 JBL, VE1 DC.
Yeah, okay, very good, Doug, good and everything there, and yeah, like she's been trying, and each day she goes in, there's new openings in Truro, But still nothing in Amherst. The farmers have had theirs, and that's it. They've been out for days, and nothing else has come along. So she's getting a little frustrated there. But anyways, worst comes to worst, yeah, we'll have to head down to Truro there for sure. Anyways, thanks, Doug. Have yourself a great evening there, and we'll talk to you later on there. 7-3 for now. Paul, up in Irishtown, V9PAL, VE1JBL. Come on in.
Yeah, VE1JBL, this is VE9PAL. How you doing there, Jim, and everybody else on the net? Beautiful day here. Bright blue skies, sunny. The wind died down. It's not as cold as it was, but it's starting to cool off now. But that's fine. The grass is turning green in my backyard. That's a good sign. I'm going to have to start that lawn tractor pretty soon. But anyway, you guys all have a great and safe week. Take care of yourself. V9PAL.
Yeah, okay, very good, Paul. Yeah, good on everything, good on the grass there. Yeah, we got a little bit of green grass starting to grow up here, and as soon as the dog goes out, he eats it. Our dog is notorious for eating grass, so as soon as the green grass comes up, he's eating it as fast as it's coming up. You'd almost think we don't feed him, but anyways, have yourself a great evening, Paul. 7-3 for now. And last but not least, Dawn, VE9 CUV, come on in.
VE1JBL, yes, this is VE9 CUV on handheld. Thanks, Jim, for calling me in. No real traffic, just simple check-in, say hi, and hope everybody stays safe and has a good remainder of the week. So with that, Jim, I'll give it back to you. Victor Echo 1 JBL, this is Victor Echo 9 Charlie Uniform Bravo here on handheld. 73 to all.
VE9 CUV, VE1JBL. Okay, very good, Don. Thanks very much for coming in. And, yeah, you're using the FT3D, so good radio, that's for sure. And it sounds great. Absolutely no problem at all. 7-3, have yourself a great evening. Okay, we're at the bottom of the short time list. I know Cam was in there just for a second, but Mike was saying he just brought up the link to Moncton again. Cam, if you're still in there monitoring, if you want to come on in and give us a transmission there.
V1 JBL and the net V9 CAM. Well, you just caught me in time. We were just finishing supper. I just came down to the shack, turned up the volume, and there you were calling me. I was just checking into the team viewer on this end to see, for some reason, somebody's been playing with the local repeater here, putting it in different rooms and leaving it there. I got a call from Mike that MFR was not on the network. And when I logged on, it was in the CQ Canada room, so somebody's been playing around with it. Anyway, was there anything specific that you wanted, James, V9CAM?
No, nothing at all, Cam. It's just that I did see your call sign come up when you brought the link back up. Your call sign came in there. I didn't hear any voice or anything. I just saw your call sign, so I wrote you down. And then Mike informed me that you brought the link back up there, so... I didn't have you written down here, so I thought if you just wanted to come in and give a transmission, you can do so. So you did. So very good. Thanks very much for bringing up the link. And I think you can actually see who's actually doing that. I know we were having a problem here the other day, and you can actually see when the link is taken down who actually does it. But anyways, yeah, when I put that notice out today, I tried to inform everybody that that's what happens, and you got to call. You got to let the owners of the repeaters know if it's all right to link up, and then you got to know how to link up and take it down. You just can't play around with it. But anyways, that's all right. We're on the air, so that's good. Thanks again for coming in. Have yourself a great evening there, and thanks again for bringing up the link to Moncton there. 7-3 for now. Okay, so we've done the short time stations. Let's start with Prince Edward Island now. Any stations from Prince Edward Island that would like to check into the Maritime Fusion at Come on in.
Victor Echo 1, Alpha India Charlie, V1, yeah.
Victor Yankee 2, Sierra Echo Charlie.
Okay, I got two stations at that time. We got VE1AIC and VY2 SEC. Anybody else from PEI? Anybody else from Prince Edward Island would like to check into the net? Okay, nothing heard. Go to the top of the list. Good evening, Ron. VE1AIC, VE1JBL.
Good evening, Jim. All on the net. I got to turn the other radio down here. I started talking and I hesitated because I'm on DMR at the same time, talking to the guy in Alberta. Oh, and my base station is about almost a second later than the portable, so I was getting echo here. Anyway, nice day today in PI. The guy in Alberta was saying it was plus 16, so they can have it. It'll get here eventually. We've had a little bit of it before, but it was a little bit nippy today. At least we had some sunshine, so it wasn't too bad. 7-3 from PEI, V1 I think.
Yeah, okay, very good, Ron. Yeah, it's supposed to be down to -2 here tonight. So, anyways, yeah, we're still getting those low temperatures there, and yeah, it wasn't too warm here today. We had quite a breeze here today, and I think it only got up to about 5 or 6 or something like that. But that breeze kept it cool. But anyways, it'll get better, that's for sure. 7-3, thanks, Ron, for coming in. Have yourself a great evening there. Sterling, VY2SEC, VE1JBL, come on in.
VE1JBL, VY2 SEC. Good evening, Jim. Everyone on net. Like Ron was saying, it was kind of chilly over here today. I got a few little outside jobs done, but that cold north wind that sent me inside. But anyway, we had a good day here, so wish everyone a safe evening. Enjoy the hockey and take care. It's 7-3 from Victor Yankee 2, Sierra Echo Charlie.
VY2SEC, V1JBL, very good, Sterling. Go down everything there. Yeah, it's still a little cool on the island there. You're still surrounded by that cold water. I watched the weather there tonight. They're still only given +1 in the Northumberland Strait there. We've gained a degree in the Bay of Fundy, though. I see it's up to 5 degrees in the Bay of Fundy there. So things are starting to warm up. It's starting to come, but it'll take time, that's for sure. Thanks, Sterling, for coming in. Have yourself a great evening there. Yes, we'll get to watch the hockey games later on. I was going to watch the Blue Jays game, but I think it's already been played today. I seen a post game for the Blue Jays on there before I watched the news. I thought, that must have been on this afternoon there. So, but I'll watch the recaps later on tonight there with the ball games. I'll have the ball game and the hockey game on also. Thanks, Sterling, for coming in. Have yourself a great evening. Okay, so we've done one round at Prince Edward Island. Let's go back to Nova Scotia. Any stations from Nova Scotia that want to check into the Maritime Fusion? At stations from Nova Scotia. Come on in, guys.
Director 1, Juliet Whiskey. Director 1, India, Quebec.
Victor Echo 1, Echo Charlie Charlie.
Okay, I got 3 stations that time. I got VE1JW, VE1I2, and VE1ECC. Anybody else from Nova Scotia want to check into the net? Come on in.
Echo 1, Alpha Sierra.
Okay, I also got you, Terry, VE1AS. Okay, so let's go top of the list. Eric, VE1JW, VE1JBL.
Yeah, good evening, Jim, and everybody. That looks like a good net so far. Lots of people coming up, and lots of people on there already, and I think there's probably lots more waiting in the wings. But anyway, well, we had a somewhat exciting day, I guess. Got all the way I got up, and I had my appointment with the doctor this morning. The news I got wasn't quite what I wanted to hear, but anyway, we'll deal with it. And just a routine thing. But
And we got our first dose of our COVID shots this morning, and I think everything went well. Didn't hardly feel it, and didn't no side effects that I've noticed. My arm's not even sore around the shot, so I think we're doing okay. So we're happy with that. So yeah, you'll have to just keep trying. We did that. We found a lot of people try early in the morning or late in the evening. We got ours at like 10:30 at night, and some people have said they've been up. As most of us seniors do, get up in the middle of the night to answer the bladder alarm and go check the computer, and that's the time of night sometimes when there's some on there. So just some tips, I guess, that other people have told me, and we did get ours around 10:30 at night, so that's worth a shot, I guess. Other than that, nothing too much exciting here in this end of the valley. V1 JBL. V1 JW.
VE1JW, VE1JB. Okay, very good, Eric, and good on the shots. Yeah, I'm usually up, lately, the last couple months now, I've noticed myself waking up at about 5 o'clock, wide awake. And so instead of just laying in bed trying to get back to sleep, I just get up and turn the TV on, have a cup of tea, and watch TV. So, yeah, I may do that tomorrow. As soon as I get up early there, I'll check the website. I got her card here, so I can fill it out anyways. But anyways, thanks, Eric, for coming in. I hope the news you didn't want to hear is not that bad, so have to keep us informed there. 7-3, have yourself a great evening there. Brian, next door, VE1IQ, VE1JBL, come on in.
Yeah, V1JBL, V1IQ. Good evening, gentlemen. It's still about 8 degrees out here. Quite a nice day out here. Just came back from taking the dog out around the trail, walking them for a bit there, and sitting down here, trying a new computer program on here this evening. Listen to the net, and listen on the other net there. Scott's doing the HF tonight. And anyway, not a whole lot, I guess. Sort of got an invite to go down to a dealer down there, looking at another vehicle that gives you about 108 miles per gallon, or 2.2 liters per 100 kilometers. Quite impressive. Nothing else from here, Jim. VE1, India, Quebec.
Okay, very good, Brian, and good on the car there. Yep, more mileage and kilometers you can get out of it, better. That's for sure. You say Scott's doing the net. Is that CHL? Is he doing the Maritime net over?
Yes, he is doing the Maritime net.
Yeah, okay, very good, Brian. Yeah, I haven't been on the net there all winter because the HF rig's out in the garage, so I haven't been out there. But yeah, good to know there. Okay, very good. Thanks, Brian, for coming in. Have yourself a great evening there. Craig, come on in. VE1ECC, VE1JBL. Good to hear you on board.
VE1JBL, VE1ECC. Good evening, Jim, and everybody on the net. Hope everybody's having a great day. Just sitting in my car in the driveway. I actually did go out and order a 7250. It arrived, so came home from work today and popped that in the car, and I'm just giving it a shot to see how it works. Hopefully everything's working okay with it. We'll see how things go in the future. I'm still figuring out the button presses. Thanks for calling me in. Thanks for doing the net. VE1 ECC saying 73s.
Very good, Craig. Good. I'm glad you got. Now, did you get that from the Gigaparts?
Yes, I did. DX Engineering, when I looked, was showing out of stock, and they seem to be vanishing everywhere. So I was looking for a budget-friendly mobile DMR or a mobile fusion radio, and ended up finding the 7250 at Gigaparts, so I picked it up there.
Okay, very good, Craig. Well, I'm glad you got one. It's a great radio, that's for sure. And if you want to know a couple buttons, I can tell you after the net year is over. I can give you a call here and we can go over them. At least what I know on it. But anyways, I'll leave it up to you there after the net is over. But glad you got it there for sure. Radio World, they revamped their whole website. They got a brand new website on there for Radio World now. It's altogether different than what it was. And it was funny, I went in and checked out the mobile rigs, and they actually had the 7250 in stock. Well, it didn't say in stock, but it didn't say out of stock. So I said, well, that's strange. I said, they didn't have the 7250 on the old site, but all of a sudden it's there on the new site. But when I clicked on the radio to get the information on it, it came up as page not available. So I think it was not there. But for some reason, they did put it in there. So anyways, very good, Greg. Well, I'm glad you got it there, and you'll enjoy it, that's for sure. 7-3 for now. Let's get down to Pugwash. Terry, VE1AS, VE1JBL. I imagine there's a nice sunset coming tonight there over the harbor.
A VE1JBL, a VE1 Alpha Sierra. Have you got long-range vision or what? It is beautiful. A little cool today, but a nice sunset. I was out running around the Oxford area, and today just running the back roads for something to do. And I wanted to thank you for looking after the net tonight. Buddy of mine from Ottawa, VE3, KMN, he's checked in the last couple of times, so hopefully he'll check in tonight. I did forward him your email that you sent me just to tell him what's going on. So with that, we'll wish everyone a good evening. Enjoy the net and the rest of the week. VE1 Alpha Sierra, back to net.
Okay, very good, Terry. Good on everything there. Before I let you go, just a quick answer. Did you hear anything about a house fire down in Pugwash Junction there last night? I listened to it on the scanner. My goodness, they were bringing in fire departments from Oxford and other areas coming in for that fire. Someplace in Pugwash Junction. Did you hear anything about that?
No, I didn't. That's news to me. I'll probably hear about it later tonight. I have a couple of buddies that live out in that general direction. And I'm thinking of Delta Romeo is out there too. So he might know. With that, back to net.
Yeah, okay, very good, Terry. Yeah, if Bob checks in, I'll ask him there. But yeah, they were going. It was quite concerned there last night there when everybody was going there. So I said, well, it must be a bad one. But I didn't hear anything on the news at all today about it. So, anyways, thanks, Terry, for coming in. Have yourself a great evening there. Okay, that's one round of Nova Scotia and Prince Edward Island. So let's go up to New Brunswick. Stations from New Brunswick that want to check into the Maritime Fusion. Come on in.
Victor Echo 9, Papa Kilo Victor.
Victor Echo 9, Oscar Sierra Kilo.
Okay. VE1 East. Yeah, I also said Japan, Quebec. I'll get it out after.
VE1 Oscar Lima, VE1 OL.
Victor Echo 9, Mike Oscar.
Okay, that's a good group to start with. VE9 PKV, VE9 OSK, VE1 AJQ, VE1 OL, VE9 Mike Oscar. Who did I miss from New Brunswick? Come on in, guys.
Victor Echo 9, Zulu Papa.
Tango, Victor Echo what? November Alpha Tango.
Victor Echo 9, Papa India November, V9 Italian.
Okay, got a few more there. VE9 Mike Oscar, VE9 Zulu Pup, VE1 NAT, and VE9 PIN. Top of the list, Praveen from Sackville. Come on in. VE9 PKV, VE1 J.
VE1 JBL, this is Victor Echo 9, Papa Kilo Victor, Praveen from Sackville, coming in on the Amherst repeater. Thank you very much for stepping in and doing the net tonight. And no traffic, 73 to all, and a great evening to everyone. 73.
Okay, very good, Praveen. No problem at all there. Good to have you on board, and you're sounding great there. Have yourself a great evening, and we'll talk to you again for sure. 7-3 for now. DF Oscar, VE9 OSK, VE1 JBL. Come on in.
VE1 JBL, VE9 OSK. Good evening, Jim, and everybody on the net tonight. Going through the multi repeater. No traffic from this end, just waiting for the bubble to pop up there. Can't wait for that. 7-3, thanks for calling me in and doing the net. Victor Echo 9, Oscar Sierra Kilo.
Yeah, okay, very good, Oscar. Good to have you on board there tonight. And yeah, I had a feeling they were going to delay this bubble opening, and I don't even know if 2 weeks is going to help. But we'll see. Play it by ear. That's the way you got to do it. So, anyways, thanks very much for coming in. Have yourself a great evening. Let's go over to Westcott, just outside of Sackville, New Brunswick. VE1 8KAJQ. Bob, you're not the only one that has trouble with that. VE1 JBL, come on in.
Yeah, okay, Jim. Good evening to everybody on the frequency. Nothing new strange starting. Came out to be a very nice afternoon. Thought I'd get brave and take the snowblower off the tractor and put it out behind the garage. I might be optimistic, but I'll try it anyways. Other than that, there's nothing new from here. VE1 AJQ.
Yeah, very good, Bob. No, I appreciate your optimism there. I did the same thing. I brought a couple of lawn furniture out of the garage today and put them back on the deck there. So I'm following in your footsteps there. So hopefully we don't get a big snowstorm now. 7-3, thanks very much for coming in and have yourself a great evening there. Up to Chris Van Sis, VE1 OL, VE1 JBL. Good evening,
Yeah, VE1 JBL, VE1 OL. Hi, Jim, and everybody on the net tonight. A great day here. I got some yard work done. All my furniture's out on the back deck and on the front veranda. Even have the hammock out there. But I'll tell you, the wind was cold today, so when I was outside, I was wearing a heavy jacket. I'll be looking forward to some warmer weather. Nice to hear so many on here, and everybody sounds good. And I'm working through wires X here, but I could be working through VE1 AEH probably, but sometimes it's iffy. It's just kind of on the fringe for me. VE1 VAL is always good, but can't quite get AEH 100% of the time, even though I'm using a beam. Anyway, thanks for having me in. I say good night to everybody, and thanks for doing that, Jim, VE1 OL.
Yeah, okay, very good. Very good, Aubrey. Yep, good to have you online. Don't matter which way you're coming in there. Glad you jumped in here. So very good. Thanks very much for coming in. Have yourself a great week there. Okay, let's go up to Malcolm. VE9MO, outside of Fredericton. That's as close as I'm coming, Malcolm. I'll leave that name up to you. VE1 JBL. Come on.
VE1 JBL on the net. This is VE9 Mike Oscar, Malcolm in Hanwell. Just outside of Fredericton's close enough. I'm only 5 or 10 minutes away, I guess, at the most. So, yeah, it's a beautiful day out here in the Hanwell. Anyway, went for a short walk and watched my neighbor and his wife play pickleball. So they were playing in the yard. So I'm optimistic with the weather as well. I put away my shovels there on the weekend. So no matter what happens, I'm not breaking them back out. So we're gonna weed snow if need be. So anyway, everyone have a good rest of the week, and 7-3 all. VE9 Mike Oscar.
VE9 Mike Oscar, VE1 JBL. Okay, very good, Malcolm, and good on Hanwell. Yeah, I've got you mistaken with Don. Don's the one that has the funny one there. So I'm going to bring in Don next, and I'm just going to tell him that he's also in the perfect scenario, and he can explain that one. VE9 Zulu Papa, VE1 JBL. Come on in.
Very fine stuff there, Jim. VE1 JBL, VE9 ZP in the Maritime Fusion net. And it's Russa Gornish. And if you can't read my lips, I have a pronunciation on my QRZ page there. Anyways, Jim, not too much happening in this neck of the woods here. Last night, actually, had a little bit of an interesting time on 80 meters. There's a chap over in England, Gulf Zero Echo Victor Yankee. His name's Dave, and usually he has a bit of a group happening, bit of a chat group happening, and he had about 16 folks there last night. A couple from Ireland, himself and another fellow from England, one fellow from Germany, about 3 or 4 in the States, and a few Canadians. It was really a good time had by one and all. And anyways, just wanted to say 7-3 to all on frequency. Hope everyone has a really good evening. And also, Jim, we did have 25 on the Triple F net last Friday. That was a pretty good turnout. Hope to see everybody there this Friday. So we'll hand it back to you, Jim. VE1 JBL, Victor Echo 9, the Zippy Poodle in the Gornish.
Yeah, okay, very good, Don, and good on everything there, and the 25 check-ins. Yep, no, that's coming up there, and that's good stuff. And good on the other thing there too. Yeah, it's always nice to get the different people from the different countries. Boy, a lot of interesting stuff in there, so it's always nice to have that for sure. So that sounds like you had a great time there. Very good. Thanks, Don, for coming in. Have yourself a great evening. Okay, let's go up to Edmundston. VE1 NAT, VE1 JBL. Come on in, Natalie.
Hi, Jim. Hi, everyone on the net tonight. Temperature in Edmundston right now is 16 degrees, so it was a real nice day, and a few snowflakes for Saturday, but just 1 centimeter, so it's okay. The good news is at this time of the year, it melts really quickly, so it's not too bad. So thank you for the net.
VE1 NAT, VE1 JB. Okay, very good, Natalie. Thanks very much for coming in, and good on the flurries there. Now, tomorrow, you guys are supposed to get the highest temperatures there. I watched the weather there at supper time. They're giving 15 for you guys tomorrow. So you're either getting the lowest temperatures or you're getting the highest temperatures, because I don't think anybody else in the Maritimes was getting 15 tomorrow. So good on you guys. You'll enjoy that one. 7-3. Have yourself a great evening there. Now you can hand the mic over to Bert. VE9 PIN, VE1 JBL. Come on in, Bert.
Good evening, everyone. That would be a long stretch to end off the mic because she's downstairs in the living room and I'm upstairs in the office. So and I've got my conscience texting me at the moment, so you might hear some ding-ding. Like Natalie says, it's been a fine day. We had to go this morning and put a new telephone pole there on Route 17, and at 7 o'clock this morning, at -3, and they were calling for a nice 15 degrees today, so I was kind of dressed light. It was quite fresh there with a little breeze, and eyed out behind the trees. But took a few hours there, and we did the job, replaced the phone pole and the wires and everything. So somebody had a car accident yesterday there. At this time of the year, it's the animals who comes out, and the people trying to not hit them while they just go in the ditch, and sometimes they do
worse damage to the vehicle than the previously thought. So besides that, not much. Keep safe, wash your hands, wear the mask, and yeah, we hope to see the bubble opening pretty soon, and we'd rather like to have the Canadian bubble. That would be a lot nicer, but hey, it's the Atlantic one, it will be the Atlantic one. So have a good evening.
VE9 PIN, VE1 JBLK, very good, Bert, good on everything there. Yeah, you and Natalie, stay safe up there. Still a hot spot up there, so everybody stay safe there. And hopefully we can get this passed. Everybody get it shot so we can actually get out of this foolishness. So anyways, thanks very much for coming in, Bert. Have yourself a great evening there. Okay, so we've done one round of the 3 provinces here, so let's do a second round here before we bring in stations from outside the area. So let's do a second round of Prince Edward Island. 8 stations from PEI. Any further stations from Prince Edward Island that want to check into the net? Come on in. Okay, nothing here from PEI. Let's go back to Nova Scotia. Any further stations from Nova Scotia want to check into the Maritime Fusion net? Come on in.
Victor Echo 1, Zulu Bravo.
Victor Echo 1, Zulu X-ray, 81ZX.
Okay, I got 3 stations at a time, and all locals and all from the club. I got VE1 Zulu Bravo, VE1 KEV, and VE1 Zulu X-ray. Any other stations from Nova Scotia? This is the second round. Any other stations from Nova Scotia? Come on in.
Victor Echo 1, Tango Whiskey Mike.
Okay, I got Tom on the end of that, VE1 Tango Whiskey Mike. So let's go with those 4. Top of the list, down to Oxford. VE1 Zulu Bravo, VE1 JBL. Come on in, Mike.
VE1 JBL, VE1 Zulu Bravo Portable. Good evening, Jim, and good evening, everybody on the net tonight. Kevin, Brad, and Tom coming up behind me there, just out in the yard here, burning some brush. Had her going pretty good here. She's just the glow now, so get the flames all done with. But we're good here tonight, and nothing else to report from Oxford. VE1 Zulu Bravo Portable.
VE1 Zulu Bravo, VE1 JBL. Very good, Mike. Good on the burn. Yeah, I got to get some done too. I tried here a few days ago. It was perfectly calm when I started the fire after supper, and then the wind came up. So I doused it pretty quick there. So, I still got a lot I've got to burn up myself, and I'm actually in the process right now, Mike, of moving all the wood that I cut down last fall. I'm moving it all up the driveway so that I can actually cut it into chunks and then put the wood splitter to it. And that's going to be wood for next winter here. So I've already pulled it all of the woods. It's all in the driveway. It just has to be cut up now. So I guess we're thinking about the same thing there. But anyways, we'll work on that as the spring comes in. I try to get it all out, cut and split and piled before the black flies and the mosquitoes come in. So it gives me a short windows. But we'll work on it anyways. Thanks, Mike, for coming in. Have yourself a great evening there. Kevin, come on in. VE1 KEV, VE1 JBL in Amherst.
Yeah, very good evening, Jim. V1 JBL for the Fusion Net. V1 KEV, very good evening. And hi to Mike there going out the door, and hi to Brad coming up. And okay on toasting wieners down in Oxford tonight, or marshmallows. Very good. Good to hear there for sure. It was not a bad day today, that's for sure. We were playing around Memram Cook and in Sackville today, and wasn't too bad at all. And then we went for a little drive back to Moncton to load back up for tomorrow to get down to Pictou. Anyway, we're still sitting at plus 3 degrees here, and like I say, it's not a bad evening there for sure. And that's, I guess, about it, Jim. Thank you very much for calling me in, 7-3, and have yourself a great rest of the evening and a great rest of the week there. 7-3, V1 JBL, V1 KEV.
Yeah, okay, very good, Kevin, and good on where you were there today. And yeah, it wasn't a bad day, that's for sure. Like I say, I found the air a little cooler, but anyways, working on the yard there didn't really make a difference. It'd be better than super hot, that's for sure. Thanks, Kevin, for coming in. Have yourself a great evening there. Let's go down to Two Islands, Parsbro. Brad, VE1 Zulu X-Ray, VE1 JBL.
V1 JBL with the Fusion Net, V1 Zulu X-Ray. Very good evening, Jim. And Kevin, we got you by 1 degree here. It's 4 Celsius here. Good evening to Mike there and Tom coming up there. And of course, yourself there, Jim. Say hi to Wendy for us there too. And not a bad evening here, and I agree that wind comes up every afternoon now. It blows crazy here. And I imagine Mike started that fire just by a little bit of kindling there. Hi. Thanks, Jim, for doing that, for checking in on the VFP repeater here. V1 JBL, V1 Zulu X-Ray, Brad, and Two Island Parsbro.
Yeah, okay, very good, Brad. Thanks for checking in there tonight. Yeah, he probably has a little kindling down there. Yeah, I'm sure he does. That's for sure. Thanks, Brad, for coming in there and go enjoy the hockey game now. Yeah, it's just about 8 o'clock there, so I imagine the games are just getting started there. 7-3. Have yourself a great evening there. And finally, let's go down to Tom down the Eastern Passage, VE1 TWM, the VE1 JBL. Come on in.
Yeah, VE1 JBL from VE1 TWM. Good evening, Jim, and everybody on the Fusion Net. I was a little late getting out the get-go. I had the radio on, ready to go, and totally forgot about it while I was working down in the shop. I thought I could hear something on the speaker, and lo and behold, I had about 15 minutes left of this net, so I thought I'd just jump in there and say hi. And, yeah, nothing much happening in the passage here. The sun's setting, and it's looks like a nice day tomorrow, so it's going to be a nice day. I planned on heading up to the cottage to do some security rounds and playing around up there for the day. So, other than that, thanks again for calling me in. Thanks for hosting the net. And we'll try to make another round next week. So, have a good night, VE1 JBL Jim, from VE1 TWM, Tom, in Eastern Passage.
Yeah, okay, very good, Tom. Good to hear you on there tonight there, and you're sounding great, that's for sure, no problem at all. And yeah, I'm getting the winter tires taken off tomorrow morning there, so we'll get our summer sleds on for the summer there, so and get the winter ones stored away there. So that's my plan first thing tomorrow morning, and then I'll be moving more wood around and getting it ready to get cut up there. Thanks, Tom. Have yourself a great evening there, and we'll talk to you again there, 7-3, and thanks very much for taking part in the net. Okay, so that was the second round of Nova Scotia. We're at 34 check-ins so far, so let's go up to New Brunswick. Second round for the province of New Brunswick. Any stations, come on in.
VE9 RSH.
From Sierra.
Victor 9, Juliet Charlie Tango, V9 JCT.
Okay, those are well spaced out there. I have VE9RSH, VE9GOS, and VE9JCT. Any other stations that I missed from New Brunswick? Come on in.
Victor Echo 9 Alpha Delta Victor.
Okay, JP, I got you at the bottom of the list there, so let's go with those four. VE9RSH, VE1JBL. Good evening, Rich. Come on in.
Good evening, Jim and all. It's been a productive day here in Berry Mills, or a productive evening. I got the truck washed and waxed, so it looks good. So the rain's going to probably rain for the next week or so because of me. And I had a little package from Gigapark show up. I also received a 7250 that I'm going to plan on installing in the truck and trying that out. So anyways, not much happening in Berry Mills this evening. Just wanted to say hi to everybody on the net, and over to you.
Oh, very good, Rich. Good on the 7250. Well, I'm glad you got one too. Yeah, we found out we had when they still had those 7250s at Gigaparts. I put that notice out, and I guess people have decided to go for it there. So that's two tonight that come from Gigaparts there. So good stuff. And yeah, if you need any information on it, give me a call after the net there or some other time there. And I know a few of the buttons. I know how to get from point A to point B. So, but there's good videos on YouTube also. Actually, when I first got the 7250, Reg, I went on YouTube. That's how I learned everything about the 7250 was a YouTube video that I found on there, how to do all the linking and the wires X and all that stuff. So that's where I found it from to begin with. Always good stuff on there. Thanks, Reg, for coming in, and the radio sounded good. Absolutely no problem at all there. 7-3 for now. Let's go into Moncton. Gus, VE9GOS, VE1JBL.
VE9GBL, VE9GOS, they're in Moncton. Hello, Jim, how are you? And good evening to everyone on frequency. Boy, we had a beautiful day. I hope we have another nice one tomorrow, because I've got lots of antenna work to do. Trying to clean up this shack and get this HF going properly. And anyway, that's enough of that. Anyway, sir, I have no traffic. Just wanted to check in. I almost forgot about you there, buddy, but anyway, I made it on time. Thank you for calling me in, and everyone take care and be safe. 9G clear.
Okay, very good, Gus. No problem at all there. And by the way, when you mentioned the other day about the webcam on the Guttingsville Bridge, I never got a chance to go on and check it out. But actually, this morning, I think it was this morning or last night, on the news, they actually had the webcam up, talking about the bridge, of course, being closed there on the other bridge there. But they were actually showing video of the webcam of the Guttingsville Bridge. So at least I know I seen some pictures on it. I'll just have to maybe one of these mornings when I know the traffic's going to be heavy, I'll go on there and see what they got there. Thanks, guys, for coming in. Have yourself a great evening there. Let's go over to Shediac, Jean-Claude, VE9JCT, VE1JBL. Come on in.
Yeah, very good evening to you, Jim, and good evening to all on it. Yep, everyone is sounding good, and like Gus before me there, I just came in the shack about maybe 10-15 minutes ago. So anyway, I'm here, and another cool day here in Shediac. That north wind from the Shediac Bay is, anyway, time of the year, I guess. And besides that, not much to report. Just want to say hi to everyone, and nice to hear everyone. And thanks for doing the net, Jim. I'll turn it back to you. V9JCT, Jean-Claude, and I'm in Shediac, New Brunswick.
VE9 JCT, VE1 JBL. Okay, very good, Jean-Claude. Thanks very much for coming in there. Good on everything. And yeah, you're about the third, I think. Third or fourth I got from Shediac here tonight. So good stuff. Good to have Shediac on board here and well represented here. Thanks for coming in. Have yourself a great evening. Now let's go over to DF. VE9 ADV, VE1 JBL. Come on in, JP.
V1 JBL, V9 ADV, good evening, Jim. Geez, you were lining up a pretty good net there. I was out for a walk, and I'm back home, and I pretty well listened to the whole thing on my walk, and back home here, and actually do some work right now. So hopefully it was a really good net, and hopefully you get a few more there. 7-3 from Victor Echo 9 Alpha Delta Victor. Back to you.
VE9 ADV, VE1 JBL. Okay, very good, JP. Good on everything there, and the radio's working fine. A little portable, a little 70 DR. That's what you had there, so good stuff. Yeah, good to, it works fine. That's a great radio, that's for sure. I'm glad I purchased one, and I'm going to do the same thing as you were doing. When I get out in the yard, working out in the yard there, I want to take the portable with me and strap it to my belt there, and so I can have it in the yard there in case anything's going on there. But anyways, it is a nice little radio, that's for sure. And I ordered the extra battery and the speaker mic, so I have that for the radio there. And everything is, I love it so far. Thanks, JP, for coming in. Have yourself a great evening. Okay, we've done 2 rounds of the Maritime provinces here, so I'm going to open it up for anybody from anywhere. I do see some American stations on here, and I do see some Ontario stations on here. And who else do I see on here? I see a British Columbia note on here also. So, any stations from outside the Maritimes that would like to check into the Maritime Fusion net, it's your turn. Come on in, guys.
Victor Echo 7, Echo Papa Tango.
Victor Echo 3, Alpha Charlie, Ontario. Kilo Delta 2, Victor Yankee Golf, New York.
Okay, I got 3 stations that time. I tell you who I have here. I have VE7 EPT, VE3. I put that down as 9. Frank, I didn't want to put you in New Brunswick. The VE3 Alpha Charlie, and I got a Kilo Delta 2 Victor Yankee Golf. I hope that's right there. If not, you can correct me on that when I get to you there. Any other stations from outside the Maritimes? This is your turn. Any other stations from outside the Maritimes? I would like to check into the Maritime Fusion net. Don't be shy. Come on in.
VE3, Victor Papa Delta. Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar India Victor, John in Central Oregon.
Okay, I got 2 more stations that time. I got VE3 VD Victor Papa Delta and Kilo Juliet 7 Oscar India Victor John. Okay, let's go with that group for now. Top of the list, VE7 Echo Papa Tango. That's a new one for me. So come on in and give us your name and your location in British Columbia and any thoughts for the net there. Over.
Good afternoon, or I guess the evening there. Name here is Doug. I'm across Uniform Golf in West Central BC. Just a beautiful, sunny, finally a nice, warm spring day. Even swatted the first mosquito today. So just working out in the truck here, talking on the truck radio. Just talking to Bill, the A7 BIL, or VA1, I should say, BIL this morning. He mentioned the net to me, so I thought I'd check in and say hello. And that Oregon station that is in the lineup there, believe he beaconed me a message to the International Space Station today, and I wasn't quick enough on the trigger to answer him, so I'll say hi back to him this way. Anyway, back over to net control, VE7 Echo Papa Tango.
Okay, very good, very good. Doug, good to hear you on there tonight there from BC there. And what part of BC are you in there? I don't know if you told me or not, but I didn't write it down there. Come on back there with your location.
Yes, sir, northwest, wow. We call it the north. It's really the central BC, central west, so a little town of Smithers. It's on Highway 16, about halfway, almost exactly halfway, between Prince George in the center and Prince Rupert on the north coast, just on the inside of the Coast Mountains. Go ahead.
Okay, very good, very good. Doug, yeah, I know where Smithers has been through there a few times myself. My sister used to live in Prince Rupert, so we've driven to Prince Rupert and back through there probably 4 times. I think I've driven across the country. And you got to go right through Smithers. I think it's Highway 17, so we've been there and through there, so good stuff. Thanks, Doug, for coming in. Do appreciate it there, and hopefully you'll join us more often on the net there. Nice to have British Columbia on board here. Thanks again, and have yourself a great evening. Okay, Victor Echo 3, Alpha Charlie, VE1 JBL. Come on in, Frank, up in Sudbury.
Well, thank you very much for having me in. VE1 JBL, this is Victor Echo 3, Alpha Charlie. Of course, it's Frank here, Foxtrot Romeo Alpha November Kilo in Sudbury. Just like you said, you weren't lying to them. But anyways, good net you got going on here, and glad to see so many voices and what have you popping out of the woodwork for your maritime net. And I'll tell you this, Jim, you're not leading them the wrong way when you tell them about those 7250s. Oh, God, beautiful radios, and they're tough. Great entry-level fusion rigs, for sure. So definitely steering them the right way. And I'm sure they'll learn how to use them lickety-split. They're not very difficult radio to get running, especially on Wires X here. But anyways, nice to hear you guys in there, and we'll do it again next week, I hope, if not Friday, with the Triple F net. But anyways, with that, 73s, Victor Echo 3, Alpha Charlie, waving a hand from Sudbury.
VE3 Alpha Charlie, VE1 JBL. You're very good, Frank. Good on everything there. Yeah, they like I say, I have 2 of these radios. One out in the garage, and the one I'm using here in the shack here. So I really enjoy them there. So, but thanks anyways for coming in from Sudbury tonight. Good to have you on board there. You're sounding great, that's for sure. Now let's go to. I think I've got this right. Kilo Delta 2 Victor Yankee Golf. If I am correct, it's Frank in the Bronx, New York. I'm just looking on QRZ there, so come on in.
E1 JBL, this is KD2 BYG. Yeah, you got it right. My name's Frank, bringing in from the Bronx. Appreciate you bringing me into the net. Very new to the hobby. Only got my technicians a few weeks ago, about 4 weeks and counting. Just bought a Yaesu FT3DR and just kind of finding my way around. It's been really cool, and my local repeater operator tuned the our Wires X repeater to your room, so I just kind of stumbled across your net by accident. Figured I'd just chime in. Really nice, speaking to everybody up there in Canada and in the Maritime specifically. So big hello from Throg's Neck in the Bronx. 7-3s to all, and KD2 VYG back to net control.
Very good, Frank. Good to have you on board, and nice to have the Bronx in there. I think that's the first time I've talked to somebody from the Bronx, so very good. And, oh, no, I was going to say the Blue Jays are playing the Yankees in the Bronx today, but no, they're down in Florida. That's right, too. Toronto can't play up in Canada here, so they're playing some of their home games down at their spring training facility down in Dunedin there. So I know they're playing the Yankees, and I'm not sure if I was going to, after the hit was over, I was going to watch the game, but I got a feeling the game was already played this afternoon. So anyways, I'll have to catch the highlights after the net here. Thanks, Frank, for coming in. Really enjoy it, and have yourself a great evening. Hopefully you'll join us more often here. Nice to have you come in there from the Bronx. 7-3 for now. Now let's go to Tom. Victor Echo 3, Victor Papa Delta, VE1JBL. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, Tom is up also in Sudbury. Come on in.
Yeah, you are correct there. I am in Sudbury there. Just had the radio on scan and heard the net. I figured, well, if I can hear it, might as well jump in and at least say hello and let somebody else know that the fusion machine up here is being at least worked a little. There you go. I don't get on as often as I would like, but occasionally, I guess, is better than not at all. Back to you.
Okay, very good, Tom. Good to have you on board there tonight, and appreciate it there. And Tom, is that a nickname for you? Because when I bring VE3 VPD up, I don't see Tom in the name, so it must be a nickname for you. Over.
No. Actually, you probably see Edward, and if you look up my own call, well, I have that call. That belonged to my brother as a silent G, and my own call when I got licensed is VE3 Tango X-Ray Oscar, and that will read Tom on that call instead of Edward with the same last name.
Okay, very good, Tom. Yes, I think matter of fact, I think I sent you an email telling you about that there one time there. So very good, yeah, and you explained it to me in the email what was going on there. So good stuff. Okay, very good. Nice to have you on board there tonight in 7-3. Have yourself a great evening there. Now let's go all the way out to Oregon. Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar India Victor. From Victor Echo 1, Juliet Bravo Lima. Very good evening, John. The name here is Jim, and we're located in Tignish Bridge, just outside of Amherst, Nova Scotia. Come on in.
Hey, good evening, Jim. This is KJ7OIV. Over here in Central Oregon, not much happening. I'm just working on this 220 rig that I have, trying to get it all set up. Decent day, sunny, and just kind of hanging out and listening to the net, and thanks for bringing me in, and I just wanted to wish everybody a good evening in 7-3. Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar India Victor, back to net.
Okay, very good, John. Good to have you on board. Perfect signal. Gotta love this fusion, boys, just like talking next door here. So, very good to have you on board there from Oregon. Can you give me more of a location where you're at? Are you inland or are you on the coast? And actually your QTH there, over.
Yeah, roger that. I'm inland. I'm in Central Oregon. So technically my address is Prineville, but I'm about half an hour east of Bend, Oregon. So maybe some folks would know where Bend is. Just out in the high desert here. No water as far as the eye can see, except for the Prineville Reservoir up there, but Central Oregon. Back up.
Okay, very good, John. I think I must have you down on my list. I didn't even look at my list. I just went to QRZ because I wasn't sure of the call sign. But now that I've got you up here in QRZ, I see the picture, and I've seen this picture before. A lady on the deck here. And looking out over the valley here, or it looks like in the mountains in the background, looks like a sunset. I'm going to say a sunset, yes. So it would be a sunrise. Anyways, I do see your picture here. So I guess that we have spoken before there. Maybe you can explain that picture, over.
Yeah, sure thing. My wife and I, we built a house last year, and that's the deck. And we've got great mountain views. We've got from Mount Bachelor all the way up to Mount Hood. So what we lack in moisture, we make up for in mountains. But yeah, that's our back deck, and that's my wife. And that's pretty much the skinny on that one, KJ7OIV.
Okay, very good, John. Good at everything there. Yeah, that's beautiful, absolutely beautiful there. I don't know how many acres you got, but that is absolutely beautiful. Looks like you got the privacy, and yeah, we only have, well, we have 5 acres here. I have 5 acres here, but I put down, we built a log cabin, and I put it down right dead center in the property, and I have blueberry land on one side of me, so that's never going to be developed, and then I have another piece of property I bought next to me, so of course nobody's going to be able to build on that. And I have a river right directly in front of me, less than 100 feet out in front of me here. I have the Tignish River. So the only thing I'm missing, Tom, and I've always said this to people coming in, well, you've got the perfect spot. I said, no, it would be perfect if I had a snow-capped mountain on the other side of the river, but no mountains here, that's for sure. So anyways, it looks like you got a great spot there. Thanks, John, for coming in, and have yourself a great evening there. Okay, we're at the bottom of the list here. It is 22 minutes past the hour, so we've done 2 rounds from the Maritimes. We've done outside the Maritimes, so let's open it up to anybody. Anybody, anywhere, is inside the Maritimes, outside the Maritimes, or the International Space Station, wherever you want to come from. This is the Maritime Fusion Net. Come on in.
Victor Echo 1, Romeo, Mike, Juliet.
Sierra V1 PS.
Via to Charlie Sierra.
Charlie Delta.
VE9 and A. Kilo 6, Delta Charlie Lima.
Victor Echo 9, Victor India Charlie.
Okay, they came fast and furious that time. Okay, I'm going to read off who I have here, and then I'll look for anybody that I missed or must have maybe got doubled up. I have VE1 RMJ, VE1 Papa Sierra, VE1 Juliet Charlie Sierra, VE1 Charlie Delta, VE9 November Alpha, Kilo 6 Delta Charlie Lima, Victor Echo 1 Romeo Charlie Charlie, I assume Mobile Rock, and Victor Echo 9 Victor India Charlie. Who did I miss?
Victor Alpha 1, Bravo, India Lima.
I didn't hear my call sign, Jim, so I'll say VY2JC.
Okay, roger that, Joe. No, I didn't hear you in there, and I didn't hear Bill the last time, too. So I do have Bill, BA1BIL, and BY2JC. Any other stations did I miss? Any stations from anywhere that want to check into the net? Come on in. Okay, we started off as a slow night here, but we really ramped up here near the end here. I think we got at least 50. I'll have to count them after a while here. Okay, let's go to the top of the list here. VE1 RMJ, and for everybody who's on frequency and any American stations, Ontario stations that are listening, VE1 RMJ is Rob. He's located in Oxford, and he's the one that's doing the live streaming on YouTube of this net. So come on in, Rob. VE1 RMJ, VE1 JBL.
Oh, V1 JBL, VE1 RMJ. Good evening, Jim, and good evening to all those on frequency. I just missed what you were saying there. I was just coming in when you're calling me in. Just keeping an eye on the puppy here. Had to go out there and see what he was up to, what he was getting into. Hi.
Anyway, we're 3D printing away here. That's busy, and also the net here is live streaming, and got a bit of conversation in the chat room, which is really nice, and really great sound in net. Lots of check-ins there, Jim. So it's really great to hear everybody out there, and great to hear how popular the net is. And also, you said about the space station. Boy, wouldn't that be exciting to have someone from off this world check in? That would be quite amazing. Maybe someday. I'll keep our fingers crossed. Maybe we'll have to send a fusion radio up there for them. I'll definitely chip in. 7-3. Everyone have a great evening and a great rest of the week. VE1 JBL, VE1 RMJ.
Yeah, okay, very good, Rob. Good on everything there, and good on the puppy there. Hope he's doing well there. You must have him trained by now, I would think. Good on everything there. Thanks very much for coming in there tonight. And yes, I don't think they have a fusion radio up there in the International Space Station yet, but maybe over time they'll decide to put something up there. Maybe Yaesu will donate a radio. I'm sure they can donate a radio. I guess it's just the money to spend to get it there. But anyways. Thanks, Rob, for coming in. Have yourself a great evening there, and 7-3 for now. Let's go down to Beachville. Beachville, I think it is. Peter, VE1PS, VE1JBL. Come on in.
V1JBL in the group, V1PS. Good evening. Have been on for a few weeks. Working a few extra shifts and so on, and it's great for paying for the radios, but it's not very good for letting you use them. Jim, I don't know whether you mentioned it or not, but I will flog again I stumbled past the station that was in from the U.S. Pacific Northwest might have been aware of this, but there was an event called Com Academy on this weekend. Normally it's an in-person session out in the Pacific Northwest of the U.S., but they had to go on this year. Anyway, I stumbled across it, signed up for it, and it was a brilliant presentation all weekend long on many things, ham and emergency communications and so on, and it was eye-opening and staggering some of the impacts that part of the world faced last year with weather events and throwing COVID into it, the whole issue, and then they, of course, talked about the eventuality of the Cascadian slipping off the west coast, that's going to have, and so on, as part of planning. So anyway, it's on YouTube, COMM Academy, and anybody wants to look it up, certainly worthwhile watching some or all of the sessions on there. Other than that, and glad to hear everybody from all over this evening. V1JBL, V1PS, back to you.
V1PS, V1JBL. Very good, Peter. Good on everything there. And yes, I was going to get in on that myself, but I was tied up. I've just got so much going on here right now at the cabin. Like I say, I've been cutting and piling and pulling wood out of the woods. Just been on the go here constantly, so I never had a chance. But I'm glad that they put all the videos out there. So anybody interested in seeing any of the videos, they're all on YouTube. And I think there's like 15 different videos of different things throughout the day there. And I think that was held up near Seattle. I think that the comm was. And but I do have a link. I do have links here. So if anybody's interested in that, send me an email, and I'll send them the link there. But it is. I did put it on. I did put it on Maritime Amateur Twitter feed. So if you go on Maritime Amateur and look on the side there where the Twitter feed is, you'll actually see the all the information about the comm there. Anyways, but yeah, it looked like it was a great time, but I just could not spend the whole day on there. But I'm very glad they put all the videos on there. We'll check them out down the road there. Thanks, Peter, for coming in. Have yourself a great evening there. 7-3 for now. Let's go down to Andy Ganesh, VE1JCS, VE1JBL. Good evening, James. Good to hear from you.
VE1JBL, VE1JCS in Antigonish, Nova Scotia. Good evening to yourself and everyone on net. Not much going on here, just relaxing. Gonna have a coffee here and just sitting by the TV. I remembered the net this evening, so I logged in and listening along for a little bit. Other than that, not much else going on. Thanks for calling me in. You have yourself a great evening and a great net. 7-3 from Victor Echo 1, Juliet Charlie Sierra.
VE1 JCS, VE1 JBL. Okay, very good. Very good, James. Thanks very much for coming in here tonight. I don't know if it's the internet or everything is slow on the software here tonight. There, I started talking and my name's still not coming up here, so I hope everybody's hearing me there when I'm chatting there. Very good, James. Thanks very much for coming in. Have yourself a great week there. Nice to have you on board there. I forgot to VE1 RCC. I know Rob is usually mobile. I'm just going to, before I call you in, Trevor, I'm going to see if Rob's on there. VE1 RCC, are you mobile there, Rob?
VE1 JBL doing RCC mobile. Yeah, I am mobile, of course. And yeah, another 5 minutes or so, I'll be designated. So thanks for letting me in when you did. And I was going to stay in the vehicle anyway, so I was called in anyway. But anyway, beautiful day here, southwest corner of Nova Scotia here, and a nice, lovely day. Just came from Taekwondo, so I'm all charged up and raring to go. But of course, these old bones are rested up too. So anyway, I got myself a sick FT991A there. She started acting funny a month or so ago. Now she really let go. Starts to beep, and next thing you know, starts scanning without pressing anything and all that. I can't control it, so I got to go to the doctors. So anyway, thanks for letting me in. Everyone have a good one there. VE1 RCC Mobile.
VE1 RCC Mobile, VE1 JBL. Okay, very good, Rob. Good on everything there, and too bad about the radio. Joe coming up here later on there, he's had a problem with his 991 there too. He had to send that to the doctor, and I think he's got that up and running there now. I'm not sure what the problem was with his, but anyways, good and everything. Thanks very much, Jeff, for coming in. Have yourself a great evening there, and safe drive the rest of the way home there. Trevor, we'll bring you in now. VE1 CD, VE1 JBL, come on in.
VE1 JBL and Maritime Fusion at VE1 CD. Very good evening, Jim, and all those on frequency. And I guess then people in Westport will have to look out if Rob's coming home wound up from Taekwondo. Anyway, we're not going to hold here. I see I got to plug this FT70 in. It's starting to get pretty low in the battery here, so we'll say 7-3. Hope everyone has a good week here. VE1 JBL and the Maritime Fusion net, VE1 CD.
Yeah, okay, very good, Trevor. The radio's working fine. No, absolutely no problem with it there. But yeah, good stuff. And yeah, when I bought my 70D, I got an extra battery with it, so I won't run into that problem there. But anyways, yeah, it's always good to have that extra battery pack. Thanks for coming in there, and have yourself a great evening. 7-3 for now. Nelson, VE9NA, VE1 JBL, come on in. And I'm trying to think where you're at, Nelson. I think you're up in Bucktush there, if I'm not mistaken. Go ahead.
Yeah, good evening, Jim. Good evening to everyone on the net. Yes, I'm in Bucktush, or in Bucktush Bay, I should say, along the shore. And we had a pretty good day here today, although that the wind is from the northeast and the sea was quite rough. And anyway, it was a sunny day most of the day, and with that, Jim will say 7-3. I know you've been at it for quite some time, been listening here for a while, and there's people from all over the place. They're calling in. It's nice to hear them. And we'll turn it back to you, Jim, VE1 JPL with the Maritime Fusion net from VE9NA.
VE9NA in Bucktush, VE1JBL. Very good, Nelson. Thanks for coming in there. You're sounding great there tonight. No problem at all there. And yeah, it's good to have the stations from all over. I do appreciate them all coming in here and taking the time. So very good. Have yourself a great week, and 7-3 for now. And speaking of stations outside the area, let's call in Dave. Kilo 6 Delta Charlie Lima from Davis, California. VE1JBL. I know we've spoken before, Dave. Come on in.
Well, thanks so much, Jim. I appreciate it. Yeah, my software is slow, too. I was having trouble getting in the first time. But appreciate you having me in here again. Great net and a great bunch of folks. And it's, I always hate to do this. On other nets, we always give our temperature. It's currently 23 degrees centigrade and a beautiful day. But springtime is on the way for you guys, too. I know it is. I have a brother in brother-in-law in northern Vermont, and he told me that his wife's flowers are blooming. Anyway, 73 to all. Great, Nick. Thanks, Jim. I appreciate it very much. Take care. K6DC.
K6DCL, VE1JBL. Okay, very good, Dave. Good on everything. And good on the temperature. Yep. One of these days we'll get up there. I think it got to about +6 here today, but we had a northeast wind. And I'll tell you, boy, when you get that northeast wind, it is cool, that's for sure. It doesn't matter what the temperature is. It's always cool. And it was blowing quite hard there today, so you had to have a jacket on today out in the yard there. But if you're working out in the yard, it's fine. I don't mind that at all. But, boy, if you're just trying to stand around, it can be cool. But temperatures will come up, that's for sure, and we will get better. I think it's about +4 here right now, but it's supposed to go down to -2 tonight. So, but come back up again tomorrow there. That's just springtime here in the Maritimes. Thanks, Dave, for coming in, and thanks again. And matter of fact, Aubrey was on tonight, Dave, but I haven't heard Murray in a while. But Aubrey did check in earlier tonight there. 7-3, talk to you later on there. Okay, let's go to VE9 VIC, VE1JBL. Come on.
Yeah, good evening, Jim. No traffic here. We had a beautiful day. I missed the first part of your net, but I believe from what I heard that you're having a good net, so good for you. So 7-2 to all. Back to you, Jim. B9 Victor and Charlie.
VE9 VIC, VE1JBL. Okay, very good, Reno. Thanks very much for coming in there tonight, and I got your email there earlier today there, and yeah, I brought it up once about maybe trying to have a net on Sunday afternoon, a question and answer round table about questions about fusion, but I never got much of a response at it, so we haven't started this time. But I still have it in the background here that I wouldn't mind having a net on Sunday afternoon, all question and answers about fusion. So all the guys out there listening, if you're interested in that, send me an email, let me know. I really don't want to start up a net if it's not going to be that active, but anyway, just something I was throwing out there to see, because I know there's a lot of guys with questions about the fusion radios and everything, so it might be a good spot to bring people in and have a question and answer session on a Sunday afternoon. Thanks, Reno, for coming in. Have yourself a great evening. 7-3 for now. Let's go down to Greenwood. Well, I'm not sure, Bill, if you're in Greenwood or if you're still in Spring Hill. Come on in. VA1 VIL, VE1JBL.
VE1JBL, VA1 VIL. Good evening, Jim, and everybody on the net, and good evening to Doug out in Smithers there. I enjoyed our chat this morning. Yes, I'm down in the valley again. I came back on Sunday, and I've been busy here trying to catch up on work. Good to get back at the FT8, though. I kind of miss that. Not much to say, really. Great net, though. A really good turnout. I'm really enjoying it. I just about missed it. If anybody has a chance to step outside and it's clear, there's a beautiful new moon out there. It's just gorgeous. Anyway, I'll say 3 and look forward to the net next week. VA1 VIL.
Yeah, okay, very good, Bill. Yeah, good to have you on board there. And yeah, you're back down in the valley there, so good stuff. And thanks very much for checking in. And yeah, we may check that out later. I'll have to let the dog out here later, so we'll probably be out in the yard there for sure. There, 7-3 for now. And let's go over to the mud flat. VY2JC on Prince Edward Island, VE1JBL. Come on in, Joe. Haven't heard for a while.
Yeah, okay, very good, Jim. Thanks for doing the net there tonight, and good evening, everybody that can copy. VY2 Juliet Charlie here on the VY2JOE repeater with the 991A. And yeah, I did have trouble with this rig, but it weren't the radio's fault, HI. The good old lightning there last summer. But, you know, it fared out very good. There's a lightning protection inside those rigs, if anybody's wondering. And when I got hit by lightning here, that I had $25,000 damage, and that radio was one of them. And there's a wire inside there, and it burned it off, and it stopped right there, and never went any further. So I had to get a couple of little things replaced in there and fix that wire and did a factory reset, and she would come right back to life. It wouldn't turn on at all, no power. It would not power up or nothing, not a idle or nothing. Just like if you never hooked her up to a power supply, that's what it was doing. But working good there now, and I'm enjoying it too. Actually, this is what's going to go in the camper if we ever get over there. So I got an antenna over there now, and I'm going to take. I have a fan dipole here that I'm going to put up. I think it's might be 10, 15, and 20, and 80. I'm not sure though. Anyway, thanks for doing the net, Jim, and thanks for calling us in. And you were talking satellites there a while ago. There, yeah, the space station went over there a little while ago, and I heard it too with the 991A. But I don't know. I never worked that for so long. I forget the up frequency and the down frequency. I was hearing it on 145 something. I even forget that now, but I'll figure it out sometime, and we'll get back into it maybe a little bit. Anyway, take care there, everybody, and thanks for calling us in. Sorry for being late too. I was on HF there, making a whole lot of contacts to Europe, and I better not time out the repeater, HI. VY2 Juliet Charlie.
VY2JC, VE1JBL. Very good, Joe. Good on everything there. And yeah, well, I'm glad they, like you said, there wasn't that much problem with the 991 there. So good on everything there. And good stuff. Very good. Thanks very much for coming in, and have yourself a good evening. We'll be chatting down the log there for sure. 7-3 for now. Okay, we are almost an hour and 45 minutes into this net, but people are still checking in, so I will take check-ins. We're going to open it up again for anybody from anywhere that would like to check into the net. If there's any more Russia stations that want to come in, give us a call sign. This is VE1JBL from Maritime Fusion. Let's go ahead.
Victor Echo 7, Echo India Alpha.
Okay, I got Victor Echo 7, Echo India Alpha. Any other stations, any other late stations for the Maritime Fusion Net? I'm going to make this the last call. This is going to be the last call for the Maritime Fusion Net for the night. This will be the last call, so any late stations that want to get in on the net, this is your time. I do have VE7, EIA, any other late stations. Last call, come on in. Victor Alpha 3, Mike Yankee Kilo. Okay, we got another station in there. We got a VA3 station. So let's go with VE7 Echo India Alpha, another British Columbia station. Come on in with your name and location and any comments for the net there. Go ahead.
Thank you very much. VE1 JBL, I believe, is the call. The call is correct. Victor Echo 7, Echo in the Alpha. The name's Ron, Romeo Oscar November, and I'm in a very small community in the interior of British Columbia called Pritchard, BC. And I'm on here. I thought I'd say hello from the west here. Hope all's doing well out there. Back over to you.
VE7 EIA from Victor Echo 1 Juliet Bravo Lima. Okay, very good, Ron. Good to have you on board there tonight there. And you're off at any time on the net here. We're on every Wednesday night here. So 7-3, yeah, it's only, 4:45 out there on the west coast there. So quarter to nine here local time. Thanks, Ron, for coming in, and have yourself a great week there. Let's go to Victor Alpha 3 Mike Yankee Kilo. Come on in.
Victor Echo 1, Juliet Bravo Lima, Victor Alpha 3, Mike Yankee Kilo. Good afternoon, Jim. It's Mike in Sudbury, Northern Ontario. Want to thank you for allowing me into your net tonight. Hope everybody is doing well, staying safe and healthy. One of the guys in the radio club in town here put up a repeater, and he was kind enough to let me know about your net to be able to listen in and check in. So hope everybody stays safe and healthy. 73 to all, and back to you, Victor Echo 1, Juliet Bravo Lima, Victor Alpha 3, Mike Yankee Kilo.
Okay, VE3, Mike Yankee Kilo, Victor Echo 1, Juliet Bravo Lima. Okay, very good, Mike. Thanks very much for coming in. Sounding great. You're the third one tonight from Sudbury there. Frank's already checked in, and Tom has already checked in. So third contact there from Nickel Country and up in Sudbury there. Thanks very much for coming in, and you put the tie on the ribbon here tonight. So thanks again for coming in. Okay, with that, everybody, thanks very much for taking part there tonight. Believe it or not, let me see. Let me count up here. I think we have close to a record here, but not a record. I think we have 55. I'll have to recheck that. The record for the net is 56, and I think I have 55 here tonight. So, anyways, thanks everybody for checking into that here. I'll get my my closing arguments here. We would like to thank all the amateurs for checking in tonight. We also thank the owners and of the repeaters and the nodes who linked in tonight for helping us expand the area for local hemps check-in. A recap of the net will be sent out to all members via for information there. I have a mass email list I send out for everybody who's been part of Fusion. If you're not on the email list, you want to be on the email list, I give out reminders when the net is on, and I give out a recap of the net afterwards there, and any information about Fusion, I send it out there. So, anyways, for more information about Maritime Fusion Net, go to the Moncton Area ARC website at Mike Alpha Alpha Romeo Charlie at CA. That's www.maarc.ca, and click on Club Activity and then Nets. Now that the net has concluded, the CQ Maritimes room is now back open for general use. This is Victor Echo 1 Juliet Bravo Lima Jim in Dignish Bridge, Nova Scotia, on the Northumberland Strait. Signing off. Good night, all.